To the channel. Here is what's on the bench today. We have to string this thing up. This is a used guitar. We have to shine it all up, put new strings on it, make sure everything about this guitar is working perfectly. We're looking at an Ibanez RG, and this one is the RG350M. It's dirty. I do see, I love the color. I believe it's desert yellow. I do see it has DiMarzio pickups in it. 5-way switch, volume. The tone knob is gone, so that's interesting. It's got the Floyd. I think it's missing the arm. Maybe we can find an arm for it. And if I get you guys in here really tight to this fingerboard, you can see the amount of dirt that is in here. And these strings are just black with caked on dirt and grime, and it's a pretty gross guitar. But we're going to string it up, shine it all up, and try to get this thing ready to resale. So here we go. Help me out on this one. Alright, so I have a drawer full of whammy bars, and I found one, and it slides right down in there. So we're off to a great start already because I found a bar for it. And so what I have to do is to keep this from falling, I always drop this little eraser down in there, and then the bridge will kind of rest on that. And so now I can come up here and with my Ernie Ball Power Pro string winder, I can take all the strings off of this thing. A lot of times the best way to string these guitars that have a Floyd Rose is to do one string at a time and then tune it all the way back into pitch. Take one string off, put the new string on, tune it back to pitch, and it'll keep the trem from falling down in there. But because this one has such a dirty fingerboard, I got to take all the strings off because this thing needs major cleanup. And I don't know, I have a pickguard, and it might be a bad mistake to mess with it. I've got a couple Ibanez things laying around. So I've got this one in black, but it's just got the regular Ibanez pickups in it. So I don't know, I kind of think the DiMarzios are better. But I have this pickguard. And a lot of you guys are going to be like, don't do it, man, don't do it. But, huh? What about that? Green on yellow? It's kind of a lot of work to change your pickguard because you got all these screws and all the pickup springs and everything about it. But we could figure out about this tone. We do need to take it off of here and figure out why he got rid of his tone control. Even though, you know, a guitar like this, do you ever really dial your tone back and want to darken the sound? I don't think so. But I have to make a decision here. Should I throw this pickguard on there? I mean, you guys could leave me a comment. But it's something kind of fun to do. I think it looks cool. It moves it into that Steve Vai thing, you know, on those gems. They would do something like that on a gem. I don't know. I have the remainder of this video to think about it. Okay, let's continue with the strings. I mean, I kind of like the look. You guys like the look, or is it just like, come on, man, what are you thinking? I kind of like the look. Okay, so I'm just in here nice and close. We're looking at the dirt, but we're also kind of looking at the condition of these frets. And I'm not feeling any little dents or divots. So I don't think the guitar was played that much. So I don't know if, you know, I definitely know it doesn't need a refret or anything like that from what I can see so far. So I think we just need to kind of clean this one. Okay, so for this, got a rag, and I just am going to use a little dollar store furniture polish. This is where you can leave comments and say, dude, what are you using that stuff for? Super busy today. So I got to get out into the sales floor. Alright, so I've got that sort of cleaned up, and I'm feeling a little bit of some rough edges on these frets. So with the help of my StewMac fret file, it's got a flat top here and it's more rounded on the bottom, so I'm going to put the rounded side to here, and I'm just going to go ahead and sort of swipe the side of each fret. Just one swipe. Kind of roll over the top of it a little bit. And then coming back, I'm going to switch to lefty. Do the same thing on this side. Kind of be careful up in this neighborhood so you don't scratch like I just did right there. No, it's okay. I'm okay. And then you take one of these StewMac microfiber mesh cloths and just kind of go along your edge like this. And so this is just a really quick procedure to just get this guitar feeling nice. Just again, I'm trying to get this thing so that I can sell it and have somebody say, hey, this one is really nice. And just that little bit of this work right there kind of does that. Okay, so I got it pretty clean. Actually, it turned out really, really good. But I'm going to go ahead and lift this off of here so we can see why the tone control is no longer in there. And not 100% sure if I want to replace the tone control or not. Let's just take a look. Maybe it's laying down in there. So I'm just going to take this off so we can see underneath the hood. And by the way, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Christmas 2024. It's been a great year. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. But right now I gotta answer my phone. Okay guys, I got this off here and I can see that we got the DiMarzio pickups and it's labeled neck and bridge. And then down here I can see right here that that we got the treble bleed circuit right here. It's got a capacitor right there, a resistor right there. So I could put the tone switch back in, but then I'd have to get in here and solder into all this kind of stuff. That's too much for me to deal with today.
I should just leave it alone.
So I'm going to leave this alone, and I'm going to just put it back into place. If there was a reason other than just to make the guitar look cool because it's got a green pickguard on it now, You know, but that's not really a good reason enough to deal with all that. So at this point, I'm just going to put it back together. And again, my goal here is to get this so that we can resell it. And all this is just a lot of extra work, and I don't know if it would pay off. If somebody is interested in buying this guitar and you want me to throw this pickguard in, I will gladly throw this pickguard in. But in the meantime, I'm just going to put this back together. Today's string choice. Okay, today's string choice, we're going to go with something a little different. So we got Dunlop 9 through 46, so this is sort of a hybrid package right here. 9 through 46 Dunlop strings. Dunlop, and performance is everything, apparently, to Dunlop. That's what she said. Okay, let's go here. These strings are really long. I always notice that about Dunlop strings. They're super long. Okay, now I'm going to cut off the end here. Slide the string down in there. Make sure that it's centered over the saddle perfectly. And then come back down here and make sure that it's under the string hold down. Alright. Alright. So just 5 more of those. And then we can tune this thing up. This guitar cleaned up really good. Dunlop string's been around a long, long time. A lot of guys use Dunlop. Of course, Dunlop makes all the wah-wah pedals. And sometimes some of the heavy core Dunlop strings sell good. So now we got gold, black, and silver on the ball ends here. And so it looks like the silver white is our G string. Black is B. White one goes in right here. I like the Ibanez bridge. Sometimes I can get in here really tight like this and really snug it down. But I like these Ibanez bridges. Okay, and then our B string is black. Yep. So again, guys, it's Christmas 2024, and again, I want to thank all you guys who watch my videos and my Patreon members and all my channel members, and just thank you guys so much. It's been a great year down here at ZIMM'S Guitars. Okay, let's throw a tuner on here, and let's just get it somewhere close. Let's go a half step down on this guitar. All right. Now I want to go ahead and pull this eraser out. There we go, and it's dropped a lot. Now it's really close to standard tuning, but it's so dropped. I think what I'm going to have to do now is, what do? We loosen the claw. This back plate's really good because you can just get in here. Super easy. Let's loosen this baby up a little bit. Now this is going to just be a whole bunch of back and forth. Leave me the comments. How do you guys do it? To make it quick and easy. There really isn't a way that I know of that is super quick and easy. But let's see what happens here. Alright, well there's standard tuning, but that thing is hanging down far, so I'm going to loosen it some more. Again, I don't know the quick and easy way. Some guys are like, oh, just do this and just do that. They got little tricks. I don't have any tricks. That didn't seem like it did much right there. Just notice that one of our screws is missing out of the back of the neck that hold the locking nut in place. I have to try to find one of those. I'm trying to make sure that the claw stays nice and even across the back there. Get better. I'm going to do it one more time. Loosen the claw. This guitar's set up 9, so I've got something heavy on there now. Not too bad. So now the bridge is laying flat. And sometimes these are questionable. Is it supposed to lay around that neighborhood? Is it supposed to be flat? It all kind of depends on your string height. I'm going to just throw it up on my knee here for a second and just see how it feels. String height feels a little high. Fret ends up here on the top side. I should have hit those a little bit better. See, it's got some wear right here on the neck, where I guess the last guy was always in his cowboy chords. That might clean up a little bit. But yeah, you can see where he's had his hand for a long time. But let me look for that little bolt that goes in there. I think I have some of those. Let me dig for those. Okay, so I was able to find a bolt that went down in there. And it tightened up good. Let's see if this side's tight. Snug that baby down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's better. Okay, let's take a look at the neck and see if she's straight. So I've got my notch straight edge on here, and this is a long scale guitar. Yes, and I'm just making sure that I have this gauge on there right, and I do, and there's a ton of neck relief in this guitar. So we're going to come up here, pull this truss rod cover off, and we're going to tighten this truss rod. Okay, before we tighten that truss rod, let's take a look and see what's in the guitar vault. Okay, in the vault today we have a Jackson And this is a Jackson Jeff Loomis 7-string Seymour Duncan pickups. Just beautiful guitar. It's got the Floyd Rose on it. Look at that wood grain. This guitar is sick. You got the truss rod wheel right there. Very nice Jackson Jeff Loomis. Flip the guitar over for me. And let's look at the back. Still got the plastic on it. Neck through. Jeff Loomis right there. Made in Korea, Jackson. Very nice guitar. This one is for sale. Give me a call. Okay, so look at this truss rod tool I got. This thing is giant. It fits in there really good. That's the most important part, guys. Don't be afraid of adjusting your truss rod. Just make sure you have the right wrench in there. So I'm going to tighten this one. Oh, that was a lot. There we go. Now I will just put my straight edge back on here. And let's take a look and see if we went too far or if it looks good. Just a little bit of relief in the neck there. I like that. I'm going to leave it right there. That's good enough. Okay, one more time. Up on the knee. Oh yeah, that's nice. Way better. Alright, let's just double check the tuning. And I'm going to go ahead and put these little locking nuts back up here on the nut. And I'm just going to snug them down. I see a lot of times I will be back here in my back room working on guitars, and I'll look up in the front showroom and I'll see guys tuning guitars, but there are these Floyd Roses that have already been locked down, and they're up here going, I wonder why these I can't tune this guitar. And it's because the strings are locked down. And so I have to explain to these kids mostly that, you know, hey, you can't tune it right there. You have to come down here on these fine tuners. But yeah, I give them a hard lesson. They're kind of looking at me like I'm an a-hole, but that's okay. They'll eventually figure it all out. Okay, one more time tuning. We've decided to go standard tuning on this one. Yeah, and sometimes, because the guys do come in and they play the guitars, sometimes it's a good idea to leave the nuts unlocked, because you end up getting a couple of broken strings once in a while. And then the customer that breaks the strings, you know, he feels kind of bad about it. And you kind of give him an evil eye, and then he doesn't come back in the store because he doesn't feel comfortable coming in, because the last time he was in, he broke a string on a guitar. So sometimes, like I said, it's a good idea to just leave these unlocked. Alright, my friends, so there it is. It is the Ibanez RG350M. And again, I have the green pickguard that could go with it if you guys are interested. And again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all you guys. I'm not sure I'll do another video before the end of the year. So thanks again. It's been a great 2024 for all of us down here at ZIMM'S Guitars. And when I say all of us, it's just me and my son Brighton. But again, guys, have a happy Christmas and all that kind of stuff. Be safe, and I'll see you guys next year in the next video. Go buy a guitar. Hey guys, if you like that video and want to see another restring video, click up here. If you want to see me interviewing a guy about their guitar, go ahead and click up here.